Good day to you all, and welcome to a comfort art video. Today I'm working on this as opposed to doing gaming, or what I was hoping to get done was here's my pitch video about me going into what the Zelda movie should be. So yeah, what I'm doing instead is working on my new avatar. So it'd be AniKin version 1.2 or 2.0, whatever you'd want to label it as. So I figured, yeah, I need to work on this anyway. I may as well record myself, and at the same time, I can make it as a practice/test for getting back into doing streaming. So normally my stream would look something like this. Hopefully that's recording over properly. And let me just... We'll drop down the retro thing and bring up the other one. Yeah, so it'd normally look like this, and we'd be able to do art and stuff. So like, oh, hello. 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 Ew, Mrs. Doubtfire here. Hello. Sorry. I've just snapped after my programs and everything decided to turn against me, and I had rendering troubles, test troubles, audio troubles, all of that kind of stuff was trying to set up the here's my pitch. So you're getting crazy unhinged Liam today. But yes, the idea is that once I do get this set up properly, I'll be able to pop them there, and they can, I don't know, they'll have some amount of movability, maybe, just going up and down as audio comes in. But either way, it'll be more than what I have in stream at the moment, which is nothing. So getting back to this page, yeah, I'm just going to yap and draw and see where that gets us. I might be doing this for an hour, a couple hours. I don't know yet. I'm kind of just taking it as I go. And in a sort of stream sort of vibe, I'm just going to be... Oh, let's go with this video. No. Yeah, this one. This one looks... Yeah, 2 hours should give us enough. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, normally in stream I would ask if the audio levels are good, but because I'm recording this, I can just adjust it later. So I don't need your opinion. I never needed your opinion. Oh, I need your opinion so much. So much. And... With that idiocy out of the way, I'm going to jump right into where I had left this off. I think... What do I have going on here? What do I have going on here? And I'm going to actually turn down my audio so I can hear myself a bit better. Okay, so we've got... I see, yeah. So what I'm planning to do is, in case if I can be bothered to get this stuff thrown into Live 2D or whatever gets used... I'm going to, let me get a fresh layer in so I can draw on top of it. I've got this as the, don't like that, there we go. I've got this as the very back layer, and I'll get rid of the shirt as well. And the neck, who needs a neck? Necks are for chumps. So we've got this as the back layer, and then I'm going to have the arms sort of come off of here. Oh, look at me go. I've got fingers, Ma. Are you proud of me? I've got opposable thumbs. Opposable? No. I forget the word, but thumbs. You got your thummies. You can. We'll call them disposable thumbs because who needs them, right? Yeah. Anyway, so we got that part there, and then the shirt, which will cover that up, and the top collar, which is what I was going to get to, because then the arms can, if I bring this underneath. The arms can go behind, and they can sort of sway back and forth and have all their fun if I can get that sorted. And then, yeah, the collars can also just go whichever direction they want to go. Yeah, you got arrows for indication. And underneath all that is the neck, which, in theory, if I can have an object to transform, should be able to just bob around like this. Really rough. I'd only want to do like very, no, don't do that. Very, very limited movements to go with the head. At least for this first rendition of the new model of AniKin. And yeah, so now I just got to, because the secondary use for this model is that I'm going to have the interchangeable parts. These interchangeable parts to be used in successfully fail at drawing videos and any other videos where I need AniKin to show up and not really do too much movement, but needs those interchangeable parts, like I have done so in the let's get that like I've done so in the quick update videos, because this is the rough idea of what that was meant to be for. So I guess, yeah, I may as well just start drawing. Oh, okay, I want to get the base sorted, so let's get that. I think about there should be good. Yeah, about there. Which brush was it? It was this one? Yeah, that's what I want. With this calm music, I have to ask, how has your day been? How are you going, bud? Huh? Are you having a bit of a day? Having a bit of a good day? Having a bit of a bad day? What kind of a day you working with? Let's make this, okay, left. Get rid of this, I think. Maybe bring that down in opacity so I can not draw in it, but thank you. Get a bit of the folds going. That looks like it's right up in the armpit. Screw that. Alright, that's fine. We can just... Now that's the troublesome part, which I need to practice on, is when I'm doing art, I tend to just shut my yap, which is weirdly rare, unless if I'm in a public situation, which I'm not familiar with, then I am as quiet as a stone pillar. I'm one of those people where if I get to know you and feel safe around you, your ear is going to be talked off. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And how's that look? Always zoom out, always flip. That is very, very important information. Yeah, I can just have that go like that. That's fine. So a thing that I've only noticed recently, because I've actually only recently looked into VTuber stuff, is how... Let me just flip this real quick. No. Control-C, Control-V. Turn that into turn that wrong into a right. Oh. Look at me go, I'm dropping wisdom all over the place. Help me pick up a wisdom. It's getting everywhere. Alright, there we go. Always flip. VTuber stuff, that's right. Yes, apparently lore is a thing for VTube avatars, models, whatever you want to refer to them as. So I guess that's a thing I've got to come up with. Originally, it was just I needed something to indicate me as a person, so you could have an idea of that. I'm not an amorphous. Amorphous? Is that the word? I'm not a disembodied voice. Yeah, there we go. That's better. V. Want that color and my coloring pen. Got to do some coloring. Where was I going with any of that? That's the neck. Okay. I don't like this part. I want to use my hard eraser. I want to use my hard eraser. Thank you. Thank you. Future Liam, throw in a picture of Beetle. If you don't know Beetle, he's a successful tradesman throughout. He's one of the few other characters besides Link and Zelda that has reincarnations, funnily enough. Harsh line, please. No. Yeah, Beetle's been in a variety of. He's been in, I want to say, Minish, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdoms. He's been in Wind Waker, and what else has he been in? If he's been in anything else, let me know. Those are the ones that come off the top of my head. But he's been in a few things. That boy's been all over the place. I want my baby back of the coat. Okay. This is for the left, so we'll jump over here. Get rid of that. Bring that in. And okay. Yeah, so I've been considering what lore background AniKin could have. And all that really keeps coming up in my brain is if anyone's seen Tiny Toons, basically how Babs and oh god, the blue one. What's the blue one called? Send help! What's the blue one called? Okay, there we go. That's good. Yeah, basically how they're made was what I was thinking. Just a character that was done on an animation cell or drawn on a piece of paper, and he came to life, and in trying to escape, got stuck in a computer. So now here he is. That's as far as I've really gotten. I have no idea if that's worth pursuing further, but I don't know. Take what you get, I guess. New layer. Give it to me. I'm hoping that me pressing buttons isn't causing a bunch of thumping and whumping on the microphone. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, leave. Actually, no. Don't leave suggestions for AniKin's lore, because I kind of want it to come from my own noggin. Like, if it's going to be an avatar that mostly, for the most part, represents me, I kind of want it to come from my own noggin. As much as I do like getting suggestions and stuff, because I am indecisive as... How much time? Yeah, 12 minutes. I'm indecisive as fuck, boy. I can't decide on anything. I get decision paralysis way too often. What are you attached to? Oh, that's just the neck. That's fine. Wait, is that? Oh, it is. Yes. And there's the shirt. I'm an idiot. Duh. Hadoy. And do that. Make you. Left. You gotta have a bit of a glimpse into my mediocre, semi-okay-ish work pipeline, I guess. It is not too long before I have to go off on holidays, so I'm a bit hectic. A bit more hectic than I'd like to be. Let's have a look at this. How are we looking? I mean, not the worst. The flipping... That leaves much to be desired, but I think the roughness, if we go with that character that's come off of a sketch, I think it goes with it. So we'll leave that for now. Alright, so what is next? That's basically the body. Basically. I mean, how's the arms look for movement? I throw you there. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. Yeah, it looks trash, dude. Trash. Okay. I'll leave it like that for now, because our first priority is going to be having many poses, because I can just throw in another arm. That's a thing that I can just sort of throw in, which reminds me, I do want to... If I grab those, create a folder, label this arms, because there's going to be a ton of arms that I'm going to be adding in later on. So may as well start them off now and just have, yeah. Yeah, I'll create more folders for each one, because then I can have hands for each one as well. I'm insane. I know. I'm adding more and more and more work into this whole thing, but yeah, it's how I roll. It's how I roll. Basic down. Side. Yeah. Got to label it somehow. And then beyond that, we need a new... Why is this not in the body? Thank you. That's the body. We need a new one for the head. Look at us go. What do we need to... So in planning this out, let me just get rid of the neck. Neck, be gone. You too can have neck be gone today. Bring that back. Where's my head? Where's my head? Okay, bring back the black. Awesome. So, what I need to do is... Eyes, they're going to have to be separate. Mouth, separate. Nose, maybe separate. The head itself, we're going to need a bald head. I think. Ears. I think we want ears to be separate. I could be wrong. But I'll do them as a separate single layer just in case. Just in case. And then of course the hair and crown is its own thing. We've got the hair folds at the front basically, and then the main hair at the back, and then whatever that can be called. The crown of the head that is underneath, betwixt the crown, because the crown's on top of your head, but your head's also inside the crown. So when you got an open domed crown like the one I've designed for AniKin, which is based on those like old, like they got the slits in it, and when you look through you can see like a horse running. Oh, look at me, I'm a horse. You only got 2 legs. Horse girl. There we go. Umusume. You look through the slits as it spins around, and then you get to see a rudimentary animated picture, which is what these parts are based on. You could also look at it as like a film strip if you wanted, but that's where that designs come from. I've mentioned that maybe 1 or 2 times. May as well mention it again in the designing video. So I think let's just start with nailing out his basic expressions. Get those eyes and mouths and ears going. So let's go basic eyes. Don't know the hotkey for selecting that. Let's go the ears. And I reckon the mouth can go below the eyes. Basic mouth. Actually, I need the mouth in a folder. Mouth. Basic mouth, which is just going to be a line. So let's get that one out of the way real quick. Just real quick. I mean, this is going to be the hardest one, actually. My gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to get... There we go. A bit long, actually. Oh no, this is going to actually turn into something that's going to be... Because I'm going for like this guy. There we go. That's good. That's fine. What do we want over there? Then we want a happy, open, wait, basic open. Basic, open, happy. Just to start with. So let's go ahead and have basic on top. And then closed. Rename that to just that. Happy. Let's get rid of basic. All right. Zoom on in. We can do better. Oh no. This is where I tend to struggle. So I want it to be not super uniform, but also... Actually, that one turned out pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, happy open is basically just this one, so I can just basically copy this. Now, I'm hoping that this music is okay to just have over the entire video, because I looked up stream safe music and I'm really hoping that it's living up to what it's advertising. Oh no, gross. Let me just... It's gonna mess with some of the pixels, but that's fine. We don't need it to be super crisp. It's gonna be like... It's gonna be how big? It's gonna be like that big, sort of, basically. The extra details are just for myself. Ooh, that's not looking too bad. I can work with that. Again, the canines. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I'm actually like missing teeth. Not in as in I lost them or anything, but as in they just didn't want to grow through. Like the ones at the back. So like I got one wisdom tooth, but the other one didn't grow in because let's say we've got our mouth here. And we've got front teeth, those ones like the canines, whatever. And then you've got like, are they the molars? Sort of going back there. That side's fine. More teeth. And then you get over to this side, and then like I sort of got less, and then it's sort of, yeah, that's where they're meant to be. And then again, that's like not anatomically accurate, but it's like, yeah, I just don't have some. And I got x-rays done by dentists and stuff, and they just like, oh, there's just nothing there. And yeah, I just had to... It doesn't affect anything, and it looks totally normal until you have a closer inspection of my mouth, because it's all at the back, and it's just a couple that aren't there. But it's super weird, because I've got like no teeth over this side, I'm constantly biting this side, because my mouth has like a weird imbalance where it's used to being like, oh yeah, there's nothing here, so you can like, your jaw can go ahead and bite up there, but this side is not getting the memo. So I'm really surprised there isn't just a hole on the other side of my mouth. That being said, let's get these teeth looking good. There we go. Then we'll go with that sketch look. I'm seeing my microphone wobble in the side of my peripheral and really hoping that it doesn't translate over into bad audio. Okay. Let me just get rid of this so I can have a better look. Said, let me get rid of you. Yeah, I think that looks all right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. So next, so we've got happy open. Where's happy? Mouse. There we go. Happy. Basic open. Okay, this is where it's going to get a bit more difficult. Oh. Oh. Little tiny mouth. Oh. I think. I just want it to be... Oh, there we go. That's the one. Get rid of that. I can even do that and... No. No, no, no. Okay. I'm liking that. Bring back basic. Ears. Ears are going to be a... actually... I'll wait until we get the head put in place. So that being said, basic eyes. I should, in theory, be able to just copy it over. If if I can do it right. In fact, rulers are allowed. There we go. Don't need the square. Alright, that looks okay. Okay. Control T, keep the original, flip that bad boy over. I think that's all right. Next thing I want to do real quick is I just do that. Just roughly. Just roughly, but somewhat okay, please. I know tons of people love using the lasso tool, but I've fallen in love with the polyline tool. I feel the polyline tool is... has to line up with the edge. I feel the polyline tool is a little bit underrated, if I'm being honest. So there should be fine. Cool. Because it allows... I do a lot of my cutting out of stuff with that, because I don't know, I must get like the jitters or something and just can't do it with the lasso tool. There we go, that's looking alright. Go ahead and delete that. Yeah, I think that's okay-ish. Control T. What do you mean there's no shape? I want my eye. I want my eye, dude. I want my eye, dude. Dude. It's like one of those optical illusions when I can't tell. Okay, I've got it nailed. About there, right? I think there. Yeah, there we go. Nice deadpan expression. And now for the head itself. I want that above the ears. Skull. I want to have some fun with it. Yep. Harsh line and... Yeah. He is a cone head. And a cone chin. He's a diamond. A diamond in the rough. Our boy's just but a diamond in the rough. Now to find him a tiger and a Arabian princess. And a sorcerer. You gotta go through that whole jumble of a mess. Alright. Not looking too shabby. Yeah. Thank you. That's what I want. I want to flip. Enjoy the tasteful spa music while I try. Oh, I think I nailed it. I think that's, yeah, that's it, boy. Alright. Yeah. Yep. Nope. I understand people who don't enjoy the Muppets, because puppets can be creepy. They can be and have been creepy, but I always enjoyed like Sesame Street and the Muppets and stuff. I don't know. My brain just had the right mix of chemicals where it made sense. It didn't seem freaky or weird. And in a way, the freakiness of it I kind of enjoyed. Especially dumb bits like that with the aliens that just go yep. It's fun. Wholehearted fun. Can I... Edges. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Bit better, bit better. I can take that, I can take that. That's going off to the bank. If not the Muppets, let me know what grabbed your attention as a kid. I'm doing like young kid, so like, let's say anywhere from 3 to like 7. Yeah, about 3 to 7. I'm definitely not going silent. I'm just giving those of you in the comments time to respond, because I'm so nice for doing that. Sing my praises. Sing the praises of your king. Conehead. It's getting coney in here. It's getting coney in ha. I just gotta not let these be tapering off. That's where I'm going wrong. That's the problem. Trying to keep the style in with what I designed ages ago. Because, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I looked at a bunch of different characters like way ages ago when I made this back in what, 2023, end of 2022, and decided on like a kind of square but rounded jaw sort of look and basic features and whatnot, with just my eyes and hair being the most color that's there, just seemed to make sense. But I forgot about the cranium and how much fun that would be to draw while keeping in style. Oh, that's not bad. You know what? I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Taking the win. Another thing I do want to do as we discuss going into the New Year's, too close. Just want to even that out. I know no one can see it, but I care. With my main series on Successfully Fail at Drawing, yeesh, sheesh. Yeah, that needs some adjusting. With my main series of Successfully Fail at Drawing, I do want to give suggestions for artists that do decent tutorials or anything like that, because I don't ever want to give off the air that I'm the be-all, end-all solution for where you need to go to learn art, because I feel other artists give perspectives or notes that can have someone have a eureka moment that I wouldn't be able to give. That being said, I, in reverse, would be able to do the same with hopefully someone from their audience if they ever came across my stuff. But the main gist of it being, let me know any decent artist YouTubers that any of you feel would be worth adding to the end of any of my tutorials once I get them made. Bring that down there. Okay, I think that's going to be good enough. All right, bring that back to basic. These micro adjustments don't matter. I need to move on. Or else I am going nowhere. Bring back the neck, because it's technically part of the body. Okay, and then head. There we go. Bring in... I keep leaning away from the microphone. This is why I need to do this for practice. Got skulls. Ears will come next, but right now we need to do the head itself and make it... Get rid of the neck. Neck. Where's the neck? Nothing's in mouth. That's why I can't close it. Thank you. Body, please. And neck, goodbye. Close off everything but the head itself. No. Goodbye, mouth. And... there we go. Bring back the ears and the mouth. Okay. Now we are learning stuff. Alright. And if I bring back the neck... Hey! We've got a bold version. Let me just give him a true chrome dome. There's the head. And... shing! It's so shiny. Wow. Huh. Alright, so next things next. Let's do a different bit of a mouth to move things along. Ears, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I want them in front of or behind the head. Well, let's just get in and start drawing. I'll put them above the head for now just so I can see what I'm doing. And then we can do some testing. I need to resist the urge to draw ears like I normally do, which is something like that. And just keep it basic. That's okay. Just bring it in a little bit closer. Copy that over to the other side. Don't copy it as we go down. Yeah, but about there's fine. Yeah, I can move it later. Okay. Ears. And boop, boop. Because yeah, you could lasso it, but I've gotten pretty good at just doing it this away. Except when my big ass hand gets in the way. Which I've not ridiculously large, but larger than the average person's hand, so it gets annoying at times. Being said, now I'm distracted by front, behind. I don't know. Now this is something I'm willing to take input on. You guys vibing with it being in front? Like, there will be hair in front of it. Like, hair's going to be in front of it or behind it, depending on, you know, what I have equipped that day. But we vibing in front or behind? Like, eventually, with like version 3 or whatever, I'll probably have like the ears separated so that the head turning can be a bit better, but for now, I'm not sure what to go with. I'll leave it like this just so I don't have to move it again, but this is what we're working with at the moment. Okay, so that is that taken care of. I think I'm just going to put, because if I want the hair to go behind the body, let's just make one that's called hair. Wait. Hair back makes me think of back hair. I don't want that. Hair. Everything's making me think, like, hair behind makes me think of the butt, hair rear makes me think of the butt. I don't want to think about the butt or back hair. I don't know. Long hair. There we go. That's what I'm going with. Long hair. I'm getting messages. Alright. Just a bunch of subscription stuff. Alright, so that's a lot of the basics done. Yeah? Yeah, I reckon it's not too bad. So I got the long hair, which I'll do that once we get the rest of the hair sorted out, just so I can think about it later. Next, I want... We'll go with my long side doodly-doos. Whatever you want to call them. Let's go with... I want them to be above everything else. Front hair. Yeah, just front hair. Front hair. So, if we know where the hairline is, which I want to hope I know where mine is, sort of. It's an egg. Goes up there. Up there. Yeah, something like that. Like, roughly speaking. Okay. Do that. Bring down the opacity. That there. Boom. Okay. Next is these guys, which... What's a good way to off-center them? Okay. So if we're leaning over this way, I want the hair to be going that way. So I'll put most of the weight over this way. Just so that there's forms of asymmetry to make it not look bleh. You know? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, see? You know what I mean. Thinking you don't know anything about art. You guys are art champions. You're part of my kingdom, so of course you know things about art. That's not. Do I want to go heavy on the king vibe that I went with? Because as I've said previously, purely went king because One Piece. And like, I can't beat the pirate king. What do? I, went and studied, and I preferred to do animation. I mean, I haven't done it in a very many a year, but that's where my head was at. I do want to get back to animation. At least 12 decent enough animations for 2026. Hold me to that, okay, gang? Okay, so what's I doing? Offsetting it over here. We got that looking like that. So let's. It would. Okay. Do something like that. In which case, that would then come down. Lovely little bit of piano. What's this from? What's this from? Wonder if it says. Namco Music Salon. Whatever that means. If you know, you know, I guess. Okay. Ah! I've given myself a scar. I'm sorry, me. I'm so sorry. I've been cutting my own hair lately, so I've been letting it go a bit longer. So I think to about here will be good. Yeah, that looks all right. Cool. And the best thing I can say about doing this part with the hair, most of the time it's going to be vibe based. Like, I know there are people who will be able to go, oh, yep, with strands and stuff, you know, shaping and whatnot, have it go certain ways. But sometimes you gotta vibe base it. Otherwise, there's no heart in it. Like, definitely get into figure drawing and accurate anatomical drawing if that's your deal. If that's what brings you joy, go for it. But as someone who, you know, does stylized drawing for character animation, which is what I have my bachelor in, yeah, it's important to be able to get a little bit loose here and there. And speaking of, let me just, that would go like that. And like that. And I need to zoom out a little bit. You know what? I've been watching it lately. And I made this before I started watching the first season, but it's giving a little bit of Fiona and Cake. Would recommend if you're not a kid. It's Adventure Time for those who grew up with Adventure Time, essentially. But I'm not hating how this is turning out. At the time of recording this, the second season is not complete. So I will be intrigued to see how that wraps up. Alright, bring that down like that. I want it to be... Come on, you can do it. Let's switch sides. Come on. Sometimes you just get like a line that you need to spend a bit of extra time and attention on. Give it the love it deserves. No. Okay. Not hating it. Let's go with this one. There we go. All right. Get rid of that because that'll be for the other parts. Yeah, like that's fine. Okay, we've got the front bangs, I guess. I don't know what else to call them. I'm not a... There's a proper word for it. There's a proper ologist word for it. Cosmologist? Is that it? I'm not one of those. We've got the front, and the back will be coming in a moment, but let's go ahead and do the mid hair. That will continue on from here. Excuse me, don't need you anymore. Because I basically want it as a block, and then the back hair can just flow off of it. Yeah, I think something like this should be okay. As I go up to that goes up to about there. Yeah, yeah. How could you betray me like this, pen? That's the thing. If I go with... I'm going to keep coming back to this as I think of new things, but if I go with they were drawn on like a person's desk, and then they came to life. Ooh, look at me, I've come to life, yay. And then they get stuck inside the computer, my badly drawn computer. Do I want to give them like assets and props like a fountain pen, or like a digital pen, or like a pencil, like an eraser? Like, I don't know. I'm full of questions with all that stuff that I'm gonna figure out before I do like a proper VTuber model. But for now, this is gonna be closer to like a PNG tuber model, I guess. All right, and do that with the front hair. Honestly, looking pretty dapper. It's got like one of those cuts where it's sort of shaved on the sides and back. Yeah, looking pretty snazzy. That being said, let's go ahead and do the long hair. I will get rid of the front hair for this part. Long hair selected, excellent. Cool, first part. Second part. And now the hard part. Get rid of the body. Remove the body. Hide the body. Make sure no one finds it. I want to redo this one. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like how it's looking at me. That's fine. Come on. There we go. Just something fairly simple to start off with. Excuse me, ears. I need to move you. Similar thing over here. You can tell I'm really starting to get into the drawing because I'm forgetting to talk most of the time. This is where having a chat would come in handy, because I can just let you guys do things, say things, and I can bounce off of yous. It looks alright. What do you think? Looking okay? What are we thinking? Bit like that. And then we throw in our front hair. Bring back the body. You're right, something looks a bit off. I think I can fix this. Give me a second. This. Remove view. Control T. Do this. Yeah, that's fine. Long hair be gone. Okay, that should be fine there. No, don't need you anymore. Need you though. You need to go there. And there. Okay, try this on for size. Get rid of that. I said adjust. Thank you. No, thank you. Something like that. And take that off. Give it a bit of life. And try the front again. Looks a bit better. I think we can adjust it more. Actually, we use the liquefy just to there we go. I think that looks a bit better. That being said, you know what we need to do? The mid hair is going to have that line there, which I don't like. Okay, we'll work with that. And now it's time to color. We'll start with the mid hair. This color, please. In its own layer. Yeah. Okay. Now with that out of the... I'm sensing a problem here. We want this to... we want it behind the head, but we also... I don't know how to solve that. Oh, that's a problem for a later Liam. Doink. There we go. We'll just go with the hairline. This can be the hairline part. Good enough. All right, so we... I stopped my timer accidentally, so I don't know how long we've been going. So that's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. It's either been 50 minutes or an hour. Not sure. I was about to check and see how long we've been going for. What I think I'll do is, once I get through the most basic model I won't bore you with doing all the variants and hands and stuff. Once I get through setting up this very basic version, I'll call it a video. I think that sounds fair. And since this is going up for one of the Sundays, might have it on the Sunday that goes with Christmas and whatnot. I'll do a different video for the Sunday that's closer to when I'm recording. There we go. Color this in nicely. I think I'll go with a video game just to get through something quickly, because I do have a bunch of other stuff I need to do. I've got some other art that's super important to get done before Christmas, and videos I need to edit, videos I need to schedule for upload, thumbnails I need to do for the videos. Busy, busy, busy. But if I can get to a point where I can keep this backlog up, it means I can do more and more projects and more time-consuming videos like this one where it's art-related. And, ow, hit my nose. Then get into a position where I can, mid-hair, where I can do streaming again, which is a big ol' goal. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Mid-hair, be gone. You're too mid to be around, mid-hair. We don't need your kind here. You're far too mid. Too mid for us to handle. Actually, where does that? Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. Okay. This is turning out better than I thought it would. I was honestly rather worried that I would not be happy enough with any of it and would just essentially still be back on the arms, which I'm not happy with the arms, but they're fine for what I need them to be, which is the very basic at the side, not moving version. Okay, bring this in like that. I can make the brush a little bit bigger. Make the production a bit easier on myself. There we go. No, I see it. I see what I did. Gotta use the pen pressure sensitivity. There we are. You're looking lovely today. Look at that hair. So lovely and glossy. I don't know what people say in hair salons. Eh. Okay. Get that there. That's good there. When I have the money, I think I will get someone who is more experienced at this kind of stuff than I to do an avatar for me. I'm really showing my age calling them an avatar over like a VTube model or just plain model. It just feels more right to call it an avatar. Especially ones where it's like closer resembling the person controlling them. I totally get calling it a model when it's like, you know, this is the capybara version that's come from the depths of hell. So now they're here, and this is their whole story, which has, you know, nothing to do with whatever the person is, like a wholesome country town person or something. I don't know. Speaking through my ass at the moment because I'm trying to make conversation while keeping up this stuff. I can fix this. I can fix it. I swear, it's something I can fix. good enough. It's gonna have to be good enough. It's gonna have to be good enough. Yeah, it's gonna have to be good enough. And I can do a better hair later on, but for now this is what we're working with because it's got to include the ears. It's got to be inclusive of the ears. Goodbye ears. Goodbye front. Actually, front hair. Merge. Disappear. And long hair. Long hair. Goodbye body, and let's start filling in. Color within the lines. You could do it when you were a kid, so you can do it now. Let's get it big. Let's get it nice and big. There we are. Don't that be looking better? Okay. My heart goes out to, and my respect goes out to all those artists that make models, especially the ones that do the rigging as well, with all the small intricate parts that some of them have. I'm always amazed because I don't have that capacity to just sort of do that much intricate work. I'm definitely drawn to more simplified stuff. That being said, I do want to give it a try. Like, I'm curious to see how far I could get before I just lose interest in it. Not because I think it's not worth my time or anything, but because my brain just gets tired of things easily. Way too easily. There we go. It's my little chocolate ghost guy. So happy. Like, yeah, I'm so happy to be the ghost of chocolate. The ghost of chocolate past. Now give me a chocolate. Give it here. Hand it over. Chocolate. Nothing better than eating a nice big block of chocky. And with that, I think we've coloured in most of that. Let's have a look at our ghost. Yay! He's so cute. You know what? For the sake of making it look good. There. Our little chocolate ghost boy. Okay, let's bring back everything. I said everything. There we go. So we've got it coming along nicely. I think the eyes are next. Basic eyes. Thank you. I don't know why I said thank you. I guess to myself for not messing up. A nose. He's missing a nose. Doop, doop, boop. No. Boop. 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 Nope. Boop. Nope. Boop. Nope. Nope. Actually. Don't hate that one. Alright. Yeah, something does look off. Not sure what it is. What looks off? Maybe it's the head. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Either a disaster or something good. Interesting. Fascinating. Okay. This is just what I do sometimes. I like to experiment. See how I can improve things. I think, yeah. I think this is what needs to happen. Something like this. Then take these, make them a tad bit smaller. Yeah, I think that's right. Now, the hard part, making these look flush with the head. 11 seems good. Yeah, about there. Remove that entirely. That's looking a bit better. Can't see the ears as well, but looking a bit better. Certainly things that need to be fixed. But, yeah. I won't bother doing the crown or anything. I think what I will do, we'll end the video there today, just so it's not a absolutely super long video. But I'll let you know what I plan to do in between this looking like oh, where'd my pen go? In between it looking like this and what it's going to look like in the future. So I plan on fixing up the hair. Wait, let me get a... Right, get this back. Okay. So I plan on fixing up the hair here and here. Fixing up how it looks around here. Adjusting parts of the head to look better. Just to go better with the shape so it looks a bit more like this. I might adjust the neck a little bit. 100% the arms. 100% fixing the arms. Adding in the crown. And maybe a few frames so that it can look like it's spinning. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's a bit of a drawing with me. A bit of a pseudo comfort art stream, if you will. So yeah. Thank you very much for everyone that has watched all the way through this one, and for anyone that would be keen to see a proper art stream in the future, because I would love to do another one, maybe sometime early next year. So leave it down in the comments, thoughts on the various things I've asked and talked about. If you want to see an art stream, anything like that. Yeah, I'm keen to get into the new year and hopefully make use of whatever this model ends up becoming. So, yeah, see you in the next year, and hopefully you've enjoyed the videos that have come out over the holiday, as I can't curate them as much as I want or can keep up with the comments as much as I want. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to go and eat plenty of grub, get plenty of rest, take a nap, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.